So, besides this thing needs to be glued, I'm trying to get some stuff done and enjoy my day, and actually try to prep up a few videos so I have them for you guys throughout the week, like I've been saying I've been trying to do. Hopefully I will actually get to at least a few of them this week. I gotta edit a bunch of unboxings. Like I told you, I got those things uploaded for days, we'll just say. And I come across this thing where my friend calls me about it with Tomorrow War, and how Tomorrow War is getting a lot of bad reviews. And IGN, but his big thing was IGN. IGN was gave it like a 3 out of 10. And I know I already did and dropped my review. Hopefully that sticks. It's really hot. There's a glue thing here because the thing's busted. I gotta wait till it gets cool and maybe I'll try to super glue it. But anyway, so I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. I mean, I had glaring issues with the movie and I still rated it as a good time overall. It's not like a legendary classic or anything like that, but if you want to have a cool, solid, straight up movie, that's fine. So all of a sudden, I'm seeing more and more critics like destroy this movie. And I'm like, what is going on? I think on Rotten Tomatoes it had like a 52 or 50 or something. So I'm like, all right, let me see what's happening. I'm reading these reviews and they're talking about Chris Pratt and how he is, and it didn't make sense. I even seen something where people were hating on it because he was patriotic in the movie. I'm like, what was he patriotic about? Now, it finally started to click. Chris Pratt got called out by Ellen Page at the time. Like I said, Ellen Page at the time, now it's Elliot. That because he talked about his faith and his church and whatnot, and Elliot had an issue because they don't like the lettered community. Here is something that people need to understand and accept. Most religions find that kind of lifestyle just like bad. They find it disgusting, they find it bad, they find it terrible. That doesn't mean everyone in the organizations and stuff does. Just like I don't care if a person is a racist or whatever, as long as if that's what you're gonna be, it's a part of what the American culture is. Someone does not have to accept you, your lifestyle, your skin color, whatever. What they do have to do is respect your station and respect who you are. And you're going? Okay. And the problem is that people do not, it's like if you don't, their religion says, hey, this is bad. That doesn't mean anybody has to be bad towards you. That just means this is how they feel, this is who they are, this is what it is. But she, like, at the time, Elliot's like, no, this. And Chris Pratt came out and was like, no, my church is open to everybody. Like, that's not true. But everyone just ran with it because if you are a person of like a religious person, then I am not a religious person as of today, as of my life in the last few years. But if a person is like, a Christian or whatever, there's things that follow. If you guys ever want to hear the story about my take with religion, I will talk to you about it, but you need to leave it in the comments. So, Chris Pratt's never been like that. He never seems to be like that. And they do this stupid thing, and it starts to get on him. Then he gets called, racist because he wears a shirt with the American flag and it says, don't tread on me, which that is not what that is. The don't tread on me thing is a little bit more than that. It was a Tea Party thing and the whole thing. There's other factors to it besides that. So then you got that problem. Then it's like, that's not Chris Pratt. It's just a patriotic shirt, for the area he's in, whatever. That's not how he is. That's not what he means. Like that you're taking it there. Which you could take anything and twist it like that if you want to. I could wear a Superman shirt. You could be like, well, I think Superman, because the fact that he's Caucasian, even though he's supposed to be an alien, makes him that. Like, that it's a stupid thing. And it's so bad because I used to like this, you know, I still do. I think overall this guy's okay as a person, but his political views are a little bit over the top. I'm being nice by saying that. Mark Ruffalo had to come out and defend him. And in a society that is all about SJW, 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 Mark Ruffalo had to be like, look, man, Chris is not that kind of guy. He's a man of faith and substance. And what's going on, then you get the thing about, oh, he's the worst Chris. Now, I love this guy. I have met him. He is kind. He was warm. He was awesome. I would love to meet him again. But this is facts are facts. Out of the actors of who is or who would be considered the worst Chris, it's Chris Hemsworth. Chris Pratt has $1 billion franchise under his belt. Chris Evans has had a lot of things under his belt. Chris Hemsworth has been trying to find that magic outside of Marvel, and the best he's gotten was that really, really cool Netflix movie that I actually did a review on. And I like him. Heck, I liked Men in Black International. I'm actually a little pissed off that people were so busy crying about where's Will and Tommy, that they never even gave the movie a chance. Besides some other little factors here and there, but the movie was actually a pretty fun movie. It was a straight up Men in Black movie. I got what I expected. So now you have Hollywood, and he didn't assemble for Biden, which he wasn't even invited. But because people see him as that, and that didn't get him canceled, and they're like, well, he's a Christian and he likes America. He's really patriotic. Like Chris Pratt is huge about loving America. Oh, that must mean he's a Trump supporter. Listen, SJWs, hear me out. Stop making assumptions about people. Unless they say it, stop it. Because you're just being exactly like the people that you're trying to condemn. You're doing the exact same thing. You're showing hatred towards these people. And they didn't even do nothing. Chris Pratt's movie is getting bombed, not because it's a bad movie, not because of his performance. It's because they want to cancel Chris Pratt. They want his career to fail. They want him to be destroyed. Don't get that even remotely twisted. It is a terrible, terrible, terrible thing. And Hollywood should be ashamed of itself. And this also proves, once again, why critics should not have a job and why I don't like critics. So in conclusion, Tomorrow War has broken records, done tons of stuff. Chris Pratt does a video just thanking everyone, thanking the fans for making it like the #1. I think it's literally the movie that's going up against Fast and Furious. Like as in like popularity. And at the end of the day, the movie, you could see my review, but it's not a bad movie. It's an enjoyable movie. It just, for me, had some glaring issues. But for a lot of people, it's very simple, straight to the point, and people sometimes just want that, just a fun movie. And I'll watch it again, and I would have a good time doing it. So, Chris Pratt, I'm glad that you keep winning and you keep beating them by just being a good, wholesome person. And all these weirdos and people that keep, well, he did this. Unless someone actually does something, maybe not try to say something. You're calling him racist. Like, has he ever done anything? Well, he wore that shirt. And there's people who wore the Southern flag because they like Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah, I know it's bad now, but at the time when he did it really matter? Because they were like, I like Dukes of Hazzard, that's something there. Generally, yeah, times change, fine. But him wearing something does not mean this equals that. That's not how things work. And I wish you guys would stop doing these stupid types of fights and these stupid type of attacks and actually do things that matter. Because all you're doing is ruining franchises for everybody. And then you wonder why these things are going away or why stuff is garbage. So congratulations to Chris Pratt and everyone that worked in that film. It's a smash hit. It's broken streaming records. It's done stuff proving once again. And by the way, like I said before, as much as I love this guy and I think he's awesome, I think he's great, I think he's amazing. I've met him. He's just been nothing but awesome. If you're gonna go, who's the most successful Chris out of the MCU, since you all want to be a bunch of dummies? The guy who has the billion-dollar franchise under his belt outside of the MCU is probably the one who's not the lowest on the totem pole. The guy who is struggling to get said places, even though he's amazing, which is Hemsworth, would technically be that. But Hemsworth got that awesome movie on Netflix. He's doing his thing, got that great exercise thing. And I want nothing but the best for the guy. I want him to have a franchise. And here's the thing, I'm going to say it right now. I want him to be He-Man. They do a live-action He-Man, I want Chris Hemsworth to be He-Man. So don't get that twisted. I love Chris Hemsworth. I think he's amazing. I just think he needs that one thing that he can and blow it out the water. But once again, congratulations. You all failed again trying to cancel him, so just stop trying to cancel him. He's a good person. He's a religious person. That's just what he is. That doesn't mean you support Trump because you're a Christian. That's just dumb. Stop making 2 and 2, because I could say, well, you're actually bad because of this, because all these people that are constantly like, no, don't mansplain, don't do this, body positivity, all that stuff, you can turn it around and they do the exact same thing to the opposite people that they're accusing. So, like I said, the movie's fine. Go watch it. Critics should not have jobs, because this is proving once again that critics shouldn't have a job if they can be manipulated and not give their real opinions just because they personally don't like a person. And they have no good reason to. Chris Pratt did nothing wrong. He just made a movie, stepped up. It was awesome. Awesome ride. Deal with it. Keep protagonists. You stay safe, you stay healthy, you stay real. If you watch Tomorrow War, tell me what you thought of it in the comments. If not, you should. And I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this whole stupid Chris Pratt noncontroversy. And I'll see you.